Okay, so I got a question for you. How do you stop war? All right, so I just got back from my vacation in the Philippines, and while I was there, as you probably know, Russia invaded Ukraine, started a war, and that has been good for us stackers in a way that gold and silver prices and other metal, copper, etc. has gone up because of it, but it also caused fuel prices to go up, and that, of course, causes other prices to go up because it affects transportation. You know, I'm a truck driver, so fuel costs add to the cost of everything that's shipped. Anyways, that, unless you have a gigantic stack, affects any profits you might make from your gold and silver, copper, etc. going up. However, if this were to escalate further into World War III, nuclear war, etc., obviously that would be bad as well. So I pose this question: how do you stop war? And not talking about this war, but all wars. How do you stop all wars? And there are two realistic ways to stop all war on the planet Earth. However, you're probably not going to like either one. Now, there is also the unrealistic way that is often talked about, that we should all get along and learn to solve our problems through dialogue, non-violently, which is unrealistic nonsense. That's not going to happen for a variety of reasons. Number one being that violence works, and I could go into that in another video, but here I just want to talk about two realistic ways to stop war. Now, I want to see, first of all, what other people have said. So I googled how to stop war and see, what people are saying, what their ideas are, and I'm sure they're ridiculous. Let me see here. One, require the leaders who promote and support war to personally participate in the hostilities. How are you going to do that? How are you going to require? I mean, that's ridiculous. Obviously that's just stupid. Show the faces and tell the stories of children of the enemy until we can feel the pain of their deaths, as though they were the deaths of our own children. Again, just ridiculous. I mean, you're assuming that they're going to care. You're assuming that they're going to see. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's so stupid. Okay. I'm sure, soldiers don't see themselves. I mean, this is just, these are all stupid here. Give full support to the establishment of an international criminal court so that the national leaders can be tried for all egregious war crimes at the end of any hostilities. That's assuming that your side wins, of course, which is pretty arrogant. But it has something here, a clue here as to how to stop war, but it's just lost in this fantasy that this guy has. impeach any elected leaders who promote or support illegal preventative wars. Okay, illegal, what does that mean? Illegal. Violation of international law. Is there an international government? See, this guy he's thinking inside the box. He's boxed in. He can't think outside the box. That's why he's coming up with this ridiculous nonsense. Impeach. Who's going to impeach? You know, is someone going to impeach Putin? You know, it's just ridiculous. Okay, rise up as a people and demand that one government follow its constitution. Cut off. You know, again, it's just ridiculous nonsense. Assuming that people are going to think just like him. It's arrogance, narcissistic, whatever. Okay, but he did get close to the mark. Okay, first of all, let me talk about. As I said, there are two ways to end all war on planet Earth. One, I'll explain quickly, that's extinction. Everybody's dead, no more wars, obviously. Okay, but number two, kind of what he was sort of getting at with international courts and international law, and that is one world government and one world leader. That's how you stop war. Government. The purpose of government is domination, to dominate the people. International law, what is it? What is the law? Do this or you'll be punished. Don't do that or you'll be punished. Okay, so that's what they've kind of been trying to do. You know, after World War I, they came up with the League of Nations. After World War II, the United Nations, both failures because people are scared of one world government. They don't want to give up their sovereignty. They don't want to give up their, they don't want to be dominated. And that's understandable. It is scary to think that you're going to allow one government to rule the world because you may not like that government. And of course, you know, people don't want to be dominated. However, they want others to be dominated. You want the person who's going to make war to be dominated. You want murderers to be dominated, rapists, child molesters, thieves, vandals. You know, of course, you want them to be dominated, but you don't want to be dominated. You want to give up your freedoms. But I'm not going to go into opinion here. I'm trying to just talk about science, the science of stopping war